made this season. And it will all ride on the Heisman hopes of Dante Moore and the Oregon Ducks. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. So Oregon's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field to see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Back to throw. It's Levin. The quick out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, the runner paid the price on that one. Nobody blocked the middle linebacker. He came through that hole unencumbered and laid the lumber on that tackle for loss.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Now on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Running inside, it's Davison. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Moore. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Moore will throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Quarterback making adjustments. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Throwing Moore. Pulls it in. It's Davison. Turning it on. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the run, it's Davison. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Oregon!
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football, and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
And he added the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Now the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Durham. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. The corners are walked up tight. The give to Caden Durham. creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Here's Moore to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
The offense changing the play. They'll send the back in motion. Moore to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. With the catch, it's Hooks. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Complete in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is the freshman tight end who's still down on the field. We hope that's not too serious. Holly will keep an eye on him. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Hill. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Big play coming up right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Marches ahead. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
Gets the back moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Hard running there. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll go with Durham. Inside the 40. Could be an alley. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People try to catch him. They didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. Dante Moore. Fires it incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The run inside. It's Davison. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Moore from the gun on third down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab on the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of stick. Touchdown, Ducks. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Play action. He's looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
This is a point where you just got to...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense putting points on the board. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance. And he's in! Touchdown, Oregon!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start on the ground with Durham. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. Just enough time to get off one more snap. On first down, it's Durham again. Makes it past the marker. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
Go to halftime. Not breaking those runs.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Throwing, Lewis. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 6 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Buckeyes keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Has it back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the back. Moore. Here comes the heat. Punch it out of the air. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Hill. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
And that's the play the defense absolutely had to have. You know, going into halftime, you were down on the scoreboard. You just needed something really good to happen. So right away, you get the interception, you create a turnover. That is huge. And it's critical now this offense is able to come on the field, take this thing down the field, score a touchdown, shorten this lead. You need complimentary football right now.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Makes the grab on third. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The option, he'll keep it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Lewis going to try to pop one on the screen. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turn wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. 3rd quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Pulls it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. The run inside. It's Davison. Works his way for 3 and gets him out to the 5-yard line.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, they're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
In the gun on third down, Moore grabs it in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Running inside, it's Davison. He's past the 30. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. More to throw for it on fourth down. Uncorks one. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator. Try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And this defense has brought their A-game. Done a great job stopping the run, stopping the pass, not giving up a lot of points. Even right there, everything's difficult. They string it out towards the sidelines. Everybody's flying to the football. This defense has looked spectacular today.
Under fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return going.
Yeah, the inside ball wide open, bro. I thought she was coming.
The number one objective
put on that street
is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Davison. that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Rides to back and leaves it. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And the Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He might want another play.
Sweet. Let it go.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. He's got it on the run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Third half is great.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Play fake, Lewis. Starts to scramble to the left. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Pulls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Keeps it and gets the... Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.